Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to my channel. This week I'm looking at shift dresses. A couple of weeks ago I did a vlog about the capsule wardrobe and one of the key pieces was a shift dress. Last week I looked at shell tops. This week I'm looking at shift dresses. I've chosen 7 really versatile shapes for us to have a look at. Let's begin. Okay, I'm going to start with a Vogue pattern V1879 and it's a Claire Schaefer designed shift dress. It looks beautifully simple, but it is actually advanced because it uses couture techniques. I'm just going to describe it. So it's actually bias cut and you've got a really nice A-line silhouette here which hits the model just around the knee. It's fitted at the bust, flaring out slightly. It's got front darts and, well, body darts and bust darts, and it's got this V waist seam going down from, I would say, above the hips. It's got a centre back concealed zip and you've got detail at the back. You've got a centre back concealed zip, you've got waist shaping so the V goes up rather than down like the front, and then you've got these bands either side of the back neck. And there's quite a lot of hand sewing on it and couture techniques, which is why, although it looks really simple, it is advanced. I imagine there's lots of layering and mounting fabrics, and I know the lining is hand finished. So deceptively simple, I would say, but an absolutely beautiful silhouette and versatile. I think great for occasion wear or even day wear. I can imagine it in a wool crepe. It could be smart day wear or even a print. You could have contrast colour blocking or print and plain, even with the waist seam and the strips at the back. So all sorts of things you could do with that pattern. And it's actually a paper pattern in 2 size sets, 6 to 14 or 14 to 22. Okay, moving on to, now this is a very, very simple shape. It's a real classic 60s style shift dress, I would say, and although it's quite short here on these 2 models, you could make it considerably longer. It's the Fibre Mood Josie dress, and it's a paper or PDF, UK sizes 4 to 30. As I said, it's a 60s style A-line mini dress. It's a true shift dress. So you've got front bust darts and then you've got a centre back seam with your concealed zip, and I'm guessing, although I'm not sure from the description, the neck and the armhole facings will be as one, I would think. I think that's a really great dress. I can imagine that in the summer, in a print or in a linen, and I could also imagine it, I mean personally I'd have to make it a bit longer. I can imagine it in a fluid metallic silk or something more glitzy for evening. Fancy fabric, plain silhouette, I think would work really well. So that's the Fibre Mood Josie dress. Okay, next we have seamed and fitted. So the Avid Seams dress is called the shift dress, paper or PDF, UK 6 to 22. A fitted bodice, you've got a seam at the waist, bust darts, body darts at the back, short sleeves, concealed back zip, side pockets as well, and a back vent and a panel at the front hem as well. I think this is beautiful. So they've done it in a print here, which is quite interesting, but I actually think in a plain, and maybe you could do top stitching or edge stitching on some of the seams. It actually could be quite interesting as well. Could be from day to evening, in a nice lightweight wool or I don't know, maybe a satin twill for evening, or a print like they've done here. Again, another versatile shape. Okay, moving on to a really beautiful style here. This is Vogue V1736. A really simple shift dress, but unusual in that it's got this funnel neck detail. Paper pattern only, 6 to 14, 14 to 22. So it's fitted, it's fully lined, and it's got a centre back zip. It's got a bit of top stitching around the neck and around the zip and around the hem, and you've got these seams, these really interesting seams that go up to form this funnel neck shape as well. It's got, I would describe them as bracelet length sleeves rather. The pattern actually has a kind of a capelet jacket that goes with it as well. I would like that sleeveless actually, which you could quite easily do if you leave the sleeve off and raise the underarm armhole level up. Really lovely shape from Vogue. Okay, this next one, I've actually featured this before, but the top version of this dress. So it's from the Maker's Atelier, and it's their shell dress, but it's also a top. It's just such a simple shape. So you've got a front and the back and the front extend into the sleeve, and then you've got this dark, what I imagine is a kind of diamond shaped panel under the arm, to create the sleeve shape as well. And it looks as if they've done it in some kind of boiled wool here that doesn't require any sort of finishing. So it's just really simple, a really sort of pure shape. So it's a PDF or a paper pattern, sizes 8 to 18. Okay. This one's a bit more casual, and it's from Style Arc, and it's the Kirby dress, and I think it's designed for jerseys. Straight cut, an easy silhouette, round neck, shoulder pads, side slits in 2 lengths. So it's a Style Arc Kirby. It's a paper or a PDF, sizes 4 to 36. And with Style Arc you can buy a single size pattern or a multi-size pattern. Yeah, it is designed for jersey. So I like the square shouldered silhouette with the shoulder pads. It's something that's been around for quite a while, and it's a crew neck. And there's actually also, you can see in the model images, you've got the dress, but you've also got a top version here. So that's quite a useful pattern. You could actually make it into a maxi, a midi, a knee length, or a top. So there's quite a lot that you could do with that pattern. And last but not least, I've actually shown this before in a previous review. I think it was last year, but I still love this dress, and I just think it's a really good basic. And again, it could go from day to evening, depend on your choice of fabrication. And it's the Alien dress from Vicky Sews, a PDF at UK sizes 6 to 20 in 4 heights. It's a close-fitting bias dress with bust darts, a centre back opening with a button fastening. It's fully lined and it's calf length. And what is not to like about that shape? I think it is absolutely beautiful. Satin for evening wear, a wool crepe for day wear. You could make it in a print. I just think it's extremely versatile, and also you could make it knee length or midi length, or rather instead of the full ankle length version. So those were my 7 choices for a really useful shift dress pattern for your wardrobe. So if you've made any of these, please share below your experiences of making them in the comments. You may well have made some of these. You may have a shift dress that you particularly like that I haven't included. I mean, there are quite a lot of shift dresses out there, and I couldn't include all of them. I just chose what I thought were the most versatile in a variety of styles and silhouettes, really. So anyway, there you go. So in other news, I am still working on my Chanel jacket, and it really is nearly finished. I think that's going to be next week's video. I'm just actually doing the edge trimmings at the moment, so that's nearly done and dusted. I've got a few more other videos planned prior to Christmas that are more Christmassy in theme. I filmed a couple of them already, so I'm quite excited to be putting those out later in November and early December. That's it for this week, and I will be back next week, fingers crossed, with the Chanel jacket video. For all goes well, and I'll see you then. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.